Hi there. I just wanted to share with you my latest vinyl pickup. It was completely unexpected, and I just want to say that every week, at the end of the week, I practically do a thrift shop run, dropping off donations. I've been having a huge clear out. I mentioned in the earlier video that I'm just trying to declutter my house and just get rid of things that don't spark joy anymore. So I'm a huge Sparks fan, and I've been wanting the Sparks' Kimono My House LP for a long time. And I've been looking for an early issue or reissue, or I've never expect to find a first pressing of anything. I just enjoy music. I don't have to have a first pressing, or a particular UK or US issue, etc. I just want to get a good copy of the LP. So I'm a huge Sparks fan, like I said, and I'm a big fan of Russell and Ron Mael. And I got into Sparks in the 1980s when they came out with an LP called Sparks in Outer Space. This was in 1983. There you go. So I just love this LP. There's so many songs on here that are really fantastic, and a lot of the songs were played at these underground clubs in San Francisco. So you got Cool Places, Popularity, I Wish I Looked a Little Better, Lucky Me, Lucky You, and so forth. I mean, this one for me is a real winner, and this LP got me hooked on the Sparks. And Ron and Russell, I actually thought they were German because in the 80s, German artists, they were big, like Kraftwerk, Peter Schilling, Nena, and with electronica, new wave music, progressive rock. There were a lot of German bands that were big in the 80s. So I always thought that Sparks were German. So, but then I later learned that they were actually Americans. So I think that with Sparks, they're like Marmite. Either you like it or you hate it. And for me, I'm the former. I love Sparks. I think they're just fantastic and just out of this world. I've had people describe Sparks as weird, quirky, just all over the place. But I think that's what makes them so fantastic. And they just remind me so much of that Ever-Ready battery commercial where you have the Energizer Bunny, that keeps going on and on and on and on. And for me, I see Sparks like that. They have continuously produced music, and I really respect and love that fact. So I've been wanting this album, Kimono My House, right? This came out in 1974. So this is actually a reissue. And the story is that the record shop that I go to, I'm quite friendly with the owner. They're he's a fantastic guy, and he did have a copy, and he sold it. So he said, "Look, if I get another copy in, I'll let you know." So I've been kind of holding out, hoping that he would ring me up and say, "Hey, got a copy in, come and check it out." So I've been waiting for a long time, and then last month I decided it's not going to happen, because especially after that movie, the Sparks Brothers, covering a documentary about Ron and Russell's life. Apparently Sparks LPs just were selling like hotcakes, and so I thought, well, I'm going to take the plunge. So I went to an independent record shop and I bought a reissue of this LP. Right, that was last month. So today, while I was dropping off my donations at a thrift shop, I thought, well, I'll go have a mooch, and I had a look at their vinyl section. Again, I never expect anything, and then I couldn't believe it. I saw this. So it's Kimono My House. This is a first pressing, 1974 first pressing UK issue LP, and I couldn't believe my eyes. And I thought, as this is at a thrift shop, I was pretty skeptical, and I thought, because it was displayed on a wall, and they had removed the vinyl, so I guess it's an anti-theft thing. So the information that was with the vinyl, the album cover, basically said, "Kimono My House, excellent, 1974, first pressing." And it was like $30, right? Asked for the vinyl at the counter. So, I thought, well, $30, it's not, it's not peanuts, it's not a bargain, right? But, just based on my observation of the actual album sleeve, I thought that's pretty good. In fact, my initial reaction was I actually thought it was a reissued LP that had been donated to the thrift shop, because it's incredible. There's hardly any wear on it at all. So I went to the counter of this thrift shop and I asked for record number 4, and they showed me the vinyl and the inner sleeve. And I was really blown away because it came with the original inner sleeve, with the lyrics. But not only that, the vinyl itself was incredible. And I'm visually grading this, but it just didn't have any marks, surface marks or anything on there. I don't know if you can see, but it was just really beautiful. And I thought, I couldn't believe it, I just bought the reissue last month. And, big decision, right? And I thought, well, you know what, I'm gonna get it. And, the thrift shop was asking for a fair price because based on the condition, and it was the first pressing, UK issue, first pressing of this LP. And I thought, I'm gonna go for it and get it. So I've inadvertently kind of doubled up on Kimono My House. And, I'm still winning because, I'm helping the record shop, independent record shop, buying this reissue. And then I've helped a thrift shop buying this, and I see it like a donation, really. But I don't know if you can tell, but there's a huge difference in the color of the actual album. The reissue, it's much darker. The image is much darker, and then the original first pressing, 1974, it's much brighter and more green, more like a light green. So I thought that was kind of interesting for comparison's sake. So I don't know if you can tell, if I can hold it up like that, and I don't know if you can see the difference. But did you see the original pressing is much brighter and light, whereas the reissue, the photograph, the cover it's much darker, and the quality is not so good. It's it's not as sharp as this one, the original pressing. So that was kind of interesting, the comparison. So I doubled up on Sparks, and I'm still winning, and that's all right. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to hang on to the reissue. And it's nice to have the first pressing, so that's all good. And so I was saying earlier about how I got into Sparks in the 1980s. So this is 1983, Sparks in Outer Space. So that's great. I got this, and this is fantastic. And then, well, actually I have to say, there's a Best of Sparks LP that came out in 1978. So I picked this up at the local record shop. So it's kind of cool. It still has that I think it has kind of like this kimono or Japanese kind of theme still. And here, this is, pick this up. I thought it was really cool. It's a reissue of their 1994 LP called Gratuitous Sax and Senseless Violins. So, it's on heavyweight vinyl. It's fantastic. So I was really happy to get the reissue. I just love these guys. I just think they're geniuses, crazy geniuses, eccentric geniuses. And then I picked this one up, Hippopotamus, Sparks Hippopotamus LP, came out in 2017. So, and I like I said, these guys, they keep going. They never stop producing music. It's fantastic. It's a testament of their passion and dedication to their art. And you really pick up on that when if you get a chance, or if you've seen the documentary, The Sparks Brothers. So these guys are awesome. And then here's the 2020 LP called A Steady Drip, Drip, Drip. So this is the limited edition. It's a double vinyl, colored vinyl, and has a poster with it. So it's really cool. So these are my Sparks LPs, and I just wanted to share with you how I end up double sparking on Kimono, my house. And you know, this is the thing, you know, if you're into vinyl, it's all hit and miss, and it's all, I'd say, luck as well, you know, and timing. So you know, who knew that I happened to randomly kind of pick this particular thrift shop to donate to, and it ends up they have an incredible, like, near mint condition of this LP that I've always wanted for a long time. And you know, like I said earlier, at the same time, you know, I help out a local record shop, then I also help out a thrift shop. So you know, we're all winning, aren't we? So if you have any kind of similar stories, do share them with me. Do make a comment, and thanks for watching. I hope to see you again.